Hi, I'm Jon Prain, pastor of the Avon Federated Church, located at 206 South Main Street in Avon, Illinois. I'm here to announce that we now have some plans for resuming in-person worship here at the church. Again, these plans are tentative. Things could change at any time. We've done a lot of consulting with the suggestions from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, the CDC, the Illinois Department of Public Health, and our insurance company, our two denominations, looking at things that other churches and other denominations were doing. We've listened to lawyers from denominations and from our insurance company, and we've looked at other things. If the state of Illinois is permitting groups of up to 50 to gather, then on July 5th, that Sunday, July 5th, we will resume in-person worship here at the church. Again, if groups of up to 50 are permitted in the state of Illinois, on July 5th, we will resume worship at 10 o'clock a.m. There are going to be a lot of changes because, again, with consulting all the advisors we've needed to, we have to look out for things like legal liability and also our concern and care for our people. Let me tell you about some of the changes. This isn't the complete list, and things could change between now and then. But right now, if we open July 5th, these are some of the things I'm going to share with you. Again, 10 o'clock service. The doors will not open. I'll say that again. We will not be opening the doors until 9:45. Again, we will not be opening the doors until 9:45 a.m. A couple of exceptions being some people who will be here doing some work for some things. Second thing, masks. The wearing of masks will be strongly encouraged throughout the entire service. That is the suggestion from denominations and everyone else that we're consulting. You will be required to wear a mask from the time you enter the building until the time you are seated in the sanctuary and from the time you leave your seat and leave the building. Again, once you're seated and 6 feet away from everybody, that's a different story. But as you're coming in and going out or moving around in the building, masks are required. That's the church board's decision. Once you're seated and far enough away from everybody, if you choose to take the mask off, that is up to you. Mask or some sort of face covering, cloth face covering. So masks are strongly encouraged and will be required anytime you're in motion in the building. When you come in, you'll have to use hand sanitizer. We'll have hand sanitizer there and somebody with a mask dispensing it. So hand sanitizer is going to be required. We're going to try to kill off any germs that people might be bringing in. You may sit with your family group, but remember, all family groups and individuals, we're going to have 6 feet of separation between things. So if your family is together, and then there can be nobody else from 6 feet either direction of your family group. If you're an individual or a couple, nobody can be within 6 feet of that family or couple. The couple can be together, but then it's got to be 6 feet apart for the next person in all directions. So seating is going to be limited. We're going to be using the parlor. There will be no coffee hour. There is definitely no coffee hour, at least till the fall and maybe even later. So no coffee hour. So 6 feet of distance, hand sanitizer, facial covering as you come in and go out and move around, and strongly encouraged during the service. There are, at least through the summer months here, going to be no singing during the service. No singing. Again, that's the recommendation of every source we go to. Singing's not recommended, but we are graciously asking Karen to play some more music for us so we'll be able to listen to music, but we won't be singing music. So she'll be playing on the pipe organ. Again, there will be no Sunday school or child care offered. We can't think of any safe way to do that right now that would satisfy insurance carriers, lawyers, and those things. You've heard me mention already no coffee hour. The service is going to be shorter. It's going to be about 30 minutes. The first one will be a little longer as we get back into the swing of things, but the service will be about 30 minutes in length. We'll still be posting things online, but it'll be later in the day. we'll be taking excerpts from the service that's live here in this church, and then later in the day we'll be posting some online things. So you'll still have worship opportunities even if you choose to not come to the service. So we'll be having online. We also are asking that if you have symptoms, fever, headache, body aches, all the other ones, we'll be putting this all in writing for you as well. We'll have it in a newsletter and other things. If you're having any of the symptoms, please do not come to church. If you've been exposed to anybody who has COVID-19, is suspected of having COVID-19, or is waiting their test results, we're going to ask that you stay home. If you've been in some place where there's been an outbreak going on, an active outbreak, we're going to ask that you please stay home. So again, recapping, we're very happy to announce that we're going to be trying to have in-person worship starting July 5th if the state of Illinois is allowing groups of 50 or less to get together. Service will be at 10. The doors will not open until 9:45. Masks will be strongly encouraged to be worn during the entire service, but will also definitely be required anytime you're moving to or from your seat or any other time you're moving around or milling about in the church. 6 foot is going to be required. Again, family groups and couples can sit together, but still, it's going to be 6 feet in all directions apart for anybody. You can't be closer than 6 feet. No coffee hour. No Sunday school, no childcare. The service will be about 30 minutes. We're going to still provide stuff online for worship, but it's going to be a little later in the day on Sunday when it appears. It's going to be taken from our in-person service. And if you have the symptoms, if you've been exposed, if you've been in an area where there's an epidemic going on in a very active way, you're going to be asked to please stay home. We'll have other thoughts and ideas. Things can change at any time. But we're happy to announce that we now have a tentative date, and you'll be seeing more in the newsletter, online. We'll be trying to call people. We're going to try to get this out in as many ways as we can. So until we see you again, I'm Jon Prain, pastor of the Avon Federated Church. My phone number is 309-255-6702, and my email address is jon.prain@gmail.com. May God bless you and keep you. May the Lord make his face shine down upon you and be gracious unto you. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace, both now and forevermore. Amen.